Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. We are reporting live from New York City. And I know you're saying, hey, Mr. Byron, you should be getting some sleep before tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow, today. Uh, well, no, I'm pretty well rested. It's going to be a very hectic day tomorrow. I can already anticipate just by what I've seen today. Um, the media has arrived. The media is already downtown near the courthouse, just because of what I expect to be the biggest trial in American history. The biggest trial in American history. And some of you will say, well, OJ Simpson was a big trial. We didn't have social media when OJ Simpson was on trial. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the trial of the century. All the top media outlets from around the globe will descend in Manhattan in the next 6 hours. Jury selection will begin at 8:30 a.m. in the morning in courtroom 26A. The media will be lined up in the hallway of the federal courthouse or Patrick J. Moynihan's courthouse on 500 Pearl Street. These are the details. These are the details. From what I'm told by court staff, there will be media that will, and this is a first come, first served basis. There will be a handful of media that has, well, they're considered in house media because they cover that particular courthouse all the time. They get first preference. Well, I won't say preference, but they get uh, access quicker than media coming from out of town, unless you know somebody. uh, but they will be lined up and taken into courtroom 26A, and then 26B will be utilized from what I'm told. So if you're not here by 6 a.m., you're probably not going to have a good spot because the people will be lined up. I don't expect any family members to attend voir dire. I don't see that. I don't expect that to happen. I do believe that there will be some that will likely show up on Friday. But tomorrow morning, this will be the lawyers, Mr. Combs, lawyers for the state, excuse me, lawyers for the government, and the lawyers representing Mr. Combs will show up around 8 a.m. in the morning and proceed to the room where the first set of jurors will be called for the first level of the voir dire examination. And it's going to be a long week. But the judge has already said that this trial will start on time, and he has not granted any extensions as of press time. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching on YouTube, I want to remind you what you have to do when you come in here. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the sound of my voice. Put a 1 in the chat. I see you, Queen Braille. I see you, Shabi. I see you, Miss HLS. I see all of you. I see you. And all those who are watching on Twitter as well. Most of you would have been in bed already, but I appreciate you still up. I didn't go live all day. I just had when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my week has been crazy. It's been crazy. Went to see a few good plays, very good plays, not just plays. They were very good, star-studded plays. They were really, really good. Then I got it was just crazy. I get this call from concert publicist, promoter for the Cash Money reunion, the 30th anniversary reunion. I get called. They need me to come and cover it. I say, hey, I'm in New York. I can't cover this concert. I'm in New York. And we already, we're positioned. We're here. Mr. Byron, please, we need you out here to cover it. We need you. I said, well, I'm in New York. I have a trial to cover starting Monday. I said, no, they were insistent. I even tried to find someone to back me up. Mr. Byron, we want you. We need you here. I said, well, it's going to cost, if you need me here, I'm in New York. I'm in the Big Apple. The cab rides are like $90 a ride. Don't worry about it, Mr. Byron. We got you. What do you need? Well, I need a flight, round trip. I need car service. I need all that. I need all that. But it's in a few hours. We'll make it happen. They made it happen. And I went down to Atlanta. And what I didn't know was when I got on the plane, it was raining in Atlanta. It was a storm. It was a very serious storm in Atlanta. But thank God we made it safely. I got to the airport, had to pick up my equipment, and made it to the concert. Shout out to Juvenile. Shout out to Turk. Shout out to BG. Shout out to Baby. And shout out to Manny Fresh. When I tell you they gave me all kind of access, the VIP access. What you guys didn't know is I was on the first Cash Money Rough Rider tour back in 2000. So this was interesting to be there. This is interesting to be there. And I saw some old friends, people I haven't seen in over 20+ years. And you guys can see some of the footage. I uploaded a clip of what I shot on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and check that out. If you get a chance, go check it out. It was uploaded probably within the last 30 minutes. But go ahead and check that out. And then I interviewed I interviewed BG. I interviewed Turk. Uh, Juvenile was just doing a lot, and I've interviewed Manny Fresh before, and I interviewed Birdman. So I did some pretty cool interviews. It was pretty cool. Turk was my favorite, and I'll tell you why. Turk was my favorite. He sat down. He kept it so real, and he had a lot to talk about. I really do like Turk. If you're a Cash Money Millionaire Records fan, then you know what I'm talking about. So we talked about things like the Super Bowl and how did it affect him not being the label not being chosen to headline the Super Bowl since it was in their home city. And then we talked about a lot of stuff. It was just really dope. So the next couple of hours, it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. It is going down. I mean, everyone showed up, even my stalker. Even my stalker, but they gotta be careful because from what I'm told, oh my goodness, they're gonna be watching that person. I ain't saying too much. I gotta be quiet. Um, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's going down tomorrow. Today, I keep saying tomorrow. Today. Hey, social light in the city. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, this is how it will go down tomorrow. I will be coming out during breaks, probably lunch break, and then 5 o'clock, which I believe that's when court will be over for the day. And this will happen every day this week. It's not the sparks will start flying next week. This is just jury selection, and while it's a very serious process, but we are looking forward to all the witness testimony. Um, and I'm not going to really say too much about how I think this thing's going to go, other than what actually comes out of the the trial. I will reserve my opinion until the case gets to the jury. But you guys are going to get the blow by blow, gavel to gavel, um, gavel to gavel when the trial starts. So, ladies and gentlemen, uh, let's see if I have that footage. Let me see if I have that footage from. Let me play that real quick. I know you see. I'll play a little clip of it. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I got it here. We try to read some of the transcript from the last hearing, which is not available unless you're one of the lucky ones who got a copy, which I did, of course. Hold on here.
It's World War III where I believe we do stuff. Better tighten up the act, we about to get loose, bro. Who's called the valuables? But the boys at the doors with the valley gold. I mean, me myself, I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. You won't live in your black ass out of my turn. You look like one of the boys that ain't never been my door. My body changed that to that boy to the put a pistol in his face. Make him in the out his pocket. If you think we ready, they don't know how to we got. You can jump to the DJ. And if you want to go something, my
Okay, so there will listen. This is important. If you are just coming to watch and you are a spectator, I recommend you get there at 7 a.m. to line up so the public will be able to watch. But you have to get there early and line up. If you get there at 8 o'clock, don't expect to get a seat. I'm just going to be honest with you. Don't expect to get a seat. Harlem, New York. Get there early. Get there early. Come prepared, but get there early. I didn't ask whether or not you're allowed to bring drinks in there, but there's a cafeteria. Um, I was actually on that floor. I want to say it was I forgot what floor it was on. I was actually at the court on the floor where the trial would be. It's going to be held at. It's a pretty big hall, pretty big hallway. Um, but get there early. Definitely get there early. Okay, you say you're gonna give it a couple of weeks. You want to be there the first week, like opening testimony, opening arguments. You want to be there for that. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss the opening week. Tomorrow, idea. We've seen the questionnaires, proposed questionnaire for jurors, but next week is really when it's going to be on and popping. And I'm talking to Harlem, New York, right now in the chat. Harlem, New York is in the chat. I know you guys are on Twitter as well, but I'm talking to someone on the YouTube channel right now. I do gotta get some sleep. At least about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, maybe five. I think five. Yeah, I'll be up about 5 o'clock. But check out the video that I just uploaded. Let's get a little teaser. I'm exhausted right now. I really am. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in a couple of hours for the live coverage of the trial of the century. United States versus Sean Diddy Combs. It is going down tomorrow. It is going down tomorrow. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in a couple of hours.